Hi, welcome to our channel Mac the Wanderer, and today we are here for the review of today's match. Very exciting match between DC versus SRH, and this match given as the first super over of IPL 2021. So we have Abhijit with us for today's review.
Hello everyone. Hi.
So what do you think about today's match? Williamson expertise, Baristow's 38, then Shaw's opening.
Yeah, that it will be better to start with Delhi Capital's batting performance. Prithvi Shaw is continuing his form from the Vijay Hazare tournament where he scored some few hundreds, and he has carried his form in this IPS edition, and he played absolutely brilliantly today. It was a flawless knock. We must say no miss hits, no miss hits or no extravagant shots or no unorthodox shots. It was a pure, beautiful cricketing shots. He actually started the inning with three fours in a row. That actually set the momentum for DC. But once Fishaw and Dhawan got out, the run rate came down considerably. SRH bowlers did well to pull things back in their favor. But then the partnership between Steve Smith and Rishabh Pant, that was a crucial partnership because the runs were not coming freely, and pitch started to slow up again, and it was important to it was important to one of those two batsmen to stay till the end of the innings, and Steve Smith did that, and that's the reason they could score. They could put the total of 160, 159 on the boards, and that was a par score as far as Chennai pitch goes. And DC bowlers did well to restrict SRH, and match ended in the super over.
Do you think that run which Prithvi Shaw took and got run out was unnecessary?
We can't say that it is a maybe rush of blood or sometimes, or it was not very well judged run. We might have thought he can complete that run, but then it was a miscalculation. That happens, but then he played really well. I think there is no doubt about it. The way he started the inning for DC with three beautiful boundaries, that was a brilliant.
What do you think about Rabada now? This is third match where Rabada put DCs from comfortable position to discomfortable position.
Actually, the expectation Rabada has set for himself in for past editions and coming into this edition is too high, or it is high actually. He is a quality bowler. He is a world class bowler, and he has proved that in his performance earlier. But then somehow he has not found his touch in this edition. Even in match against Rajasthan Royals, where Chris Morris took him or he hit him. Chris Morris took the match from DC's jaws in that particular match. It was again Rabada who hold the last over. Even in the today's match, 15 runs to defend. World-class bowler like Rabada is expected to defend that score, but then somehow I find he is not in form. He has not found his touch in this edition. He is not able to bowl the Yorkers to perfection, or he is not. His line length is wavered. We are bowling too short. Even Suchit, who is not known for his batting, but then he scored some runs against Rabada. So there is something missing in Rabada's bowling. His penetration is missing.
Yeah. And the decision from the IPL committee to calling all the no balls as well as short runs from with the help of third umpire. What do you think? Because that has helped today DC to get one run not counted for SRH in super over.
Now the use of technology in game is good for the game as far as game is concerned, but then that lowers the importance of the on-field umpires. If everything is going to be decided by technology, then what is the use or what is the need of on-field umpires? If on-field umpires are just to give the caps to the bowlers after the completion of over. We don't need the umpires.
Now they are
Even
not
if
doing that also.
Yeah, yeah, absolutely. Even you see the runouts or some decisions, on-field umpires are totally dependent on the third umpire. Now, even in the last ball of the super over, the last ball of the super over, the batsman was comfortably inside the crease. Still, the leg umpire asked for the review, or he called to the third umpire. That was unnecessary. It is not only wasting time, but it is also lowering the importance of on-field umpires in the match.
Yeah, that's another angle, but that is giving some benefits as well, I believe, because very marginal no balls which cannot be captured by the naked eye, which is getting captured by third umpire.
Use of technology is beneficial for the game, no doubt about that. But then on-field umpires are also human beings, so occasional errors by the on-field umpires can be considered or can be taken into account or considered by both the teams. So I don't think use of technology in every aspect of the game is that necessary. No, the no ball is okay again, but then the batsman has taken one run short. Actually, the on-field umpire should be aware of that, or we should be. It is his job to monitor all such things. If everything is being called by the third umpire, then what is the use of on-field?
Yeah, that is another thing which you are. So I'm agreed to that question. What you raised on the using
Even,
of extra use of technology.
even in the previous matches, I saw after bowling for first bouncer, the umpire gave a warning as first one bouncer per over. Then for next bouncer, which bowler bowled, the on-field umpire asked for he took the review from the third umpire. Then what is the use of on-field umpire for that?
That's true. That's true. That's true. So today's Bairstow's inning, looking at the scenario where everyone is saying Chennai's wicket is not good for batsmen, he is still continuing his form on Chennai wicket, continuously hitting the sixes and fours.
Yeah, promoting him to open the batting has benefited very Bairstow and its style of batting very much. And in the power play, the ball is hard and field restrictions. With help of field restrictions, he can easily hit the ball over the top of the fielders. And to be honest, Bairstow is in the form of his life in this edition, because the way he is hitting the ball and the way he is finding the gaps, it is phenomenal, and he is in form. He is in form of his life. Best had he not got out earlier, he would have finished the match in 15th or 16th over itself.
It's very difficult to say right now because after seventh or eighth over, ball gets old and it starts gripping on the surface and starts changing the momentum in the middle overs. But somehow I believe Hyderabad has found their correct middle order batsman in the form of Kane Williamson.
Too early to say that, but then including Williamson has made their team little bit imbalanced if we analyze today, because since there are only 4 overseas players allowed in the team, inclusion of Williamson caused the exclusion of all-rounder like Jason Holder. So that made their bowling department little weak. Jason Holder not only a good bowler, but he's a useful batsman down the order as well. So had he been in the team, they would have benefited in the during the chase. SRH would have benefited during the chase, because he's a big hitter. He's a good. He has good cricketing mind. So I think yes. Williamson is a great batsman. He is one of the best batsmen in the world today. But then he is not bowling. He does not bowl. He does not used as a bowler. It sometimes it shifts the balance, or it makes the team little bit imbalanced.
What do you think? They played Kedar Jadhav today in place of Manish Pandey, I believe, and or Abdul Samad. I'm not sure about it, but they have not used him for the bowling purpose. They should have used him for a bowling purpose on Chennai wicket. He would have been a good handy bowler in these situations.
SRH bowled very well. I mean, barring their first power play, SRH bowlers, spinners in particular, they did really well to pull things back in their. They restricted the runs. So I don't think the bowling Kedar Jadhav would have benefited them anymore, because it was today was Kedar Jadhav's first match in this edition. So never know whether he will be able to bowl properly, or he will be able to bowl correctly, correct line length. So I think they were having good options in the bowling department. So it's okay. They didn't use him for the bowling purpose, but yes, sometimes maybe in the future games they might use him. They might uh, check him whether he can deliver 2-3 part-time overs. Kedar Jadhav. But then I think they have enough bowling strength in their sleeve, so I think it's okay if they didn't use Kedar Jadhav. That was not loss as such. Before ending this review, we must take into consideration, or we must appreciate the batting display by Ken Williamson. So, Ken Williamson, again, he is a world-class batsman. He's one of the best batsmen world cricket have today in all formats of the game. And even if you remember in our earlier reviews, we emphasized on the importance of one batsman staying till the end and anchoring the inning. So Williamson did that today, and actually they should have won the match, but then it was unfortunate. But still, he could manage to pull the game from the jaws of DC. Otherwise, DC would have easily won the game. But then he took the game to the till super over. Unfortunate for SRH, they could not put runs on the board in the super over. But then it is again a very good, a very matured and very wonderful inning by Ken Williams.
Yeah,
Again,
he
he is a
anchored.
he is a kind of batsman who plays with proper technique, correct cricketing shots. Apart from few reverse sweep, I didn't see any what we can say unorthodox shots played by Williamson.
Yeah, he's very technical batsman, and you will never know. I feel like he's a right-handed Bevan who will put the balls in the gap, and he will try to pick up twos, threes, and you will never come to know when he has covered up the gap between balls and runs required.
That's what he did today. Today also, actually, the gap between the balls and runs required was huge. But then he, with his putting the ball in the gaps and running between the wickets, he actually won the game for SRH. Unfortunately, they could not. They could not put the score enough score on the board during the final super over.
Yeah, that's true. Unfortunate for them.
Absolutely.
So we are done with today's review. Thanks a lot. You guys are supporting us very well, and we extremely sorry for not doing few reviews last week because of some technical issues. Thanks for watching our videos. Please do like, share, subscribe, and give comments as well. So we will get some motivation with your comments, and we can do some changes in our reviews if you feel we need to do some. Thank you. Thanks a lot.
Good night.